The Tommy Show.
Presented by PenFed Credit Union.
Visit PenFed.org to learn about PenFed's great rates on home and auto loans, credit cards, and savings accounts.
PenFed and The Tommy Show. Better together.
Live from D.C., it's The Tommy Show. Broadcasting around the Beltway and beyond. Real fun D.C. Starring Kelly Collis and Tommy McFly. Another hour of The Tommy Show starts now.
Captain's log, day number 5. Day number 5 of social distance, social isolation, quarantine, and spending so much time with our families. We are blessed. Kelly Collis, how you doing?
Present, and I have survived day 5. I am
Courtney,
so happy
Laughlin,
to be
how
here.
you doing?
I'm good. I'm hanging in there.
Crofton in the house. And is it true, Kelly, we have joining us from Olney, Little Fox?
Good morning.
The gang's all here. This
wow,
is awesome.
Technology. That's amazing.
How you doing, Little
Man.
Fox? We haven't really heard from you this week.
I'm doing all right. Hanging in there.
Is your sister
I
home
finished
from
a puzzle
college?
and She is.
Oh, good.
Um,
All the
Mom and I
foxes are in their
finished the puzzle
foxhole.
in 3 days.
Kelly, did you say all the foxes are in their foxhole?
Yes.
Perfect.
I'm glad that someone picked up on that joke. I thought it was just going to
Nicely
be left
done.
alone.
Nope. You drop a joke, I'll be there to retrieve it. Don't you worry. We're a team. That's how this goes. If you want to get involved, you want to call us live at 202-908-1288. Don't worry. You're not going to bump Little Fox off because we've got 5 phone lines because we are fancy like that. I just got a tweet from Linda. She is listening and getting involved this morning. Also, we got to get into some of the open mics that came in overnight about yesterday's show. I think the topics are very still timely. But I just wanted to take a second and do a little lap on the state of the world.
Thank you, Tommy. If we didn't have
You're
you,
welcome.
we wouldn't know what was going on.
You're welcome. I'm a regular Lester Holt. I know. I absolutely understand that. This is where we are now. The Surgeon General of the United States came out and he asked for some help from Kylie Jenner.
Was get our influencers. We need to get Kylie Jenner. We need to get our social media influencers out there and helping folks understand that, look, this is serious. This is absolutely serious. People are dying.
Well, he's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong because she talks to a certain group of people who are not sitting home.
Yeah. It's only a matter of time till Florida just kind of shuts it down to get those millennials that are hanging out on the beach and enjoying spring break home. And if anyone can do it, Kylie Jenner can help.
You want to handle this one, Courtney, or should I?
No, well, here's the thing: is that she's not the first influencer that people are trying to get to talk about this issue. Even yesterday, Dr. Fauci went on and talked to PFT commentator on Barstool Sports on Pardon My Take. This is what they're doing. This is how they're trying to get people, I feel like, to take this seriously. And I don't necessarily think that it's a millennial coming from millennials. It's not millennials that aren't listening. It's the younger generation. So get it together, people.
Ding. Absolutely. I'm with you on that. It's the Little Fox generation. It's the Zers.
So I have a question, though. I'll take this a step back. So these kids that are partying on the beach, their parents, are they millennial parents or are they Generation X or a little bit of both?
They'd be ex-parents.
Really?
Yeah, because for millennials to have had it, for a millennial to have had a Gen Zer, they would have had to have the kid
at 15.
I mean, like maybe, maybe there's a little sliver, but we're looking mostly at Gen Xers around here because you are listening to your Nirvana and you were just walking around in your flannel shirts waiting for Ally McBeal to come back and wearing your shoulder pads, and then you didn't tell your kids not to get coronavirus.
All right, well then maybe my people need to get involved, not Kylie Jenner, the Generation X influencers, to tell the parents to be like, hey, we're cutting off the credit card, get your butt off the beach in Florida, and we're shipping you away to some island so you don't quarantine your grandparents, or you don't your grandparents sick.
Somebody dust off Brooke Shields. Where's Brooke Shields? She'll know what to do.
You know what? She's on Instagram. I follow her.
Hey, Tommy.
Yes, Little Fox.
Don't group me with those people. I am a self-identifying millennial.
Oh.
Don't group me with those people.
Can you do that? Wait, what?
Are you? Yeah, hang on. Are you chronologically a Gen Zer?
So it depends on who you talk to. Some people say millennial ends in 96, and some people say Z starts in 96. So I'm kind of that. So it's not really anything official.
So you're like,
So I'm saying millennial.
you get to pick which one. It's like a leap year birthday. You get to pick if you just celebrate on the 28th or the 29th, depending on the year or the behavior of them. Because what if Generation Z or Y becomes like the most amazing generation?
I don't think I'll switch.
Okay, you're still.
You know what, Little Fox? We'll keep you a millennial. Absolutely. Okay. You're like one of those folks who has like a parent who lives overseas. You're like a dual citizen. You can have both passports. I understand. That's totally fine.
I don't know if I agree with this. Like, just because of the coronavirus, what, just all rules and bets are off with everything?
Yeah, pretty much.
Listen, I walked into a restaurant yesterday, Courtney, Laughlin, at a safe distance on takeout time, and I gave them money, and they gave me a vat of margaritas. Things are weird. Then I walked out of the restaurant at Farmers and Distillers with a vat of margaritas. It's 2020. Things are strange. If she wants to be a bi-generational, you know what? Who are we to judge? Love wins.
Well, Tommy, you'll be happy with this one because finally, yesterday, Governor Larry Hogan in Maryland says that alcohol can be delivered to Maryland residents.
All right. Way to go, Larry.
So, we're just a little bit behind, but we got there.
But Courtney, are you still on your anti-booze streak here?
That broke last night.
Yeah. Welcome to the club.
Once.
I split a bottle of rosé with my mom, and by split, I think I had about 3/4.
That's fair.
Good for you.
So good, though.
So millennial of you to take a split that way.
Yeah.
And you know what? You're just being a good Marylander. You're waiting for Larry Hogan to get involved and give you the ability to get booze at home.
That is true. My mom, the first thing that she said when we drank this bottle of rosé, she's like, "Hey, can you see if we can order some of this?" And I was like, "I'll do my best." It's going to be fun living with my parents.
Speaking of living with parents, this young lady posted this amazing video because there's been a lot of talk of people who have been hoarding toilet paper. They've been hoarding all kinds of stuff from Costco, but the toilet paper was like the big one. You saw these carts and these images of people with 4, 5, 6 cases of toilet paper. Well, one dad broke down the toilet paper math.
Go to Costco, big huge thing of toilet paper has 30 rolls. Now each sheet has 425 sheets per roll. That is 12,750 sheets per case. So that means 20 sheets per which comes down to 637.5 case. And that is 45.5 per day. So a person grabbed 4 cases of toilet paper for Costco, has a family of 4, quarantined for the required 14 days, would need 182 times a day to use the purchase amount of toilet paper at 20 sheets per. Now let's all calm down.
Okay, wait. So, Tommy, you edited this audio. So he was saying the naughty word for poop. Is that what was happening?
Yes.
Okay,
so he was saying sheets per and that I had to figure out how to edit around. But that dad broke down the math.
We all have a lot of time on our hands, but that's very impressive. You know what? I was thinking about homeschooling my kids because they're going to be out for a while. Maybe I'll have them do that equation of figuring out how many squares we use and analyze how much toilet paper we have and break it all down.
And how many sheet per shooter.
Yeah. They won't hear this audio. That's brilliant, actually.
That's so uncomfortable.
But I do,
Everybody does it.
When I am using.
No, not that, but counting how many sheets you use.
But don't you think about that now even more than ever? Like when I use the bathroom, we're not going to get a little potty talk. I'm a little bit more conservative than I normally would be. No, just me?
Sure.
Okay.
No.
Little Fox? Anyone? Hello?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay. Just me.
We've got a bidet.
Oh, you do have a bidet. That's right. Dang it. I've always wanted one of those.
They're pretty economical now, as a matter of fact. Proper planning prevents poor performance, is all I'm saying.
I actually saw that bidet sales have gone up because of all this. So, Tommy, you're on the winning side of that.
Just over here being a trendsetter. So yesterday we got into a bunch of interesting conversations too. More interesting than this one. On the open mic, you used it inside the Tommy Show app. We love when you push the open mic button, record a message. It comes to us in real time. So let's just start from the top. We got into a big conversation yesterday about camping. Courtney likes to glamp. I have gone actual camping. Kelly wants no part of the said camping or glamping or anything. It's cramping her style.
Hey,
And
Courtney Laughlin, it's Diane.
Go, you take it. Yeah, Diane
Hey,
from
Courtney
Potomac got
Laughlin.
involved.
Hey, Courtney Laughlin, it's Diane in Potomac. Absolutely, you can make pancakes when you're camping. It's very easy. Takes a little bit of prep in packing your materials. And if you're really glamping, Container Store sells the perfect little pancake container that seals. You shake up the batter and then pour it to dish it on your skillet that goes over the fire. I just need to hook you up with the right Girl Scouts or maybe some Boy Scouts who can show you how to do your camping pancakes.
Yeah, get involved.
What?
So it's some sort of container that you put the mix of the pancakes, and you make that beforehand, and then you just put it on the fire, I guess, right?
That's amazing. I guess Diane might have to come with us.
Yes, when we go glamping. Yes.
Yes.
I'm in charge of the rosé. That's the only responsibility I want.
I think you could have Larry Hogan deliver you some.
That would also be amazing. Well, we talked about going to Deer Creek. That's in Maryland, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So we can totally do that in Maryland. Yeah. So Kelly, like you got the easiest job. Just click a button. Although cell phone service might be a little spotty, but yeah.
I'm okay with that.
You can also dive back into the conversation on the Florida beaches. We got into it a little earlier, X versus Z versus millennials. But Kimmy had a fine point about those young people enjoying their spring break that they have worked and they have planned for an entire 2 months to have. And they're still on the beaches in Florida just being irresponsible.
Good morning, y'all. This is Kimmy. I am not promoting violence, but if I see another stupid millennial pop up on a Florida beach saying how, we're just down here to party and have a good time. We're young. We're okay. I'm going to punch him. I would do it with no regrets at all. I right now, I hate the children. I'm sorry. I love you. Take care of yourselves. Talk at you later.
I don't think she's sorry.
No, she's not.
She said sorry. I don't think that's true.
No. They're still down there. Yesterday they did another
Yes.
report. They're still down there. Like they literally are not getting the message.
No, and I think that at some point Florida is just gonna fall off into the ocean. It's awful. Stop Florida. Like Florida is just doing the most Florida things, and I can't stand it. And also,
wait, hold on. My parents are retired in Florida, so I would like that part not to fall off into the ocean. They're being responsible. They're gardening. They're staying at home and doing their thing. So parts of Florida.
right, but this is how the zombie apocalypse starts, though, because you have all these drunk children and all these old people that are not far from each other, and just that things are gonna get weird down there.
Okay.
But at this point, they should just stay down there.
Yeah, I agree.
How are they all going to get home? Or like I said yesterday, Southwest needs to jack up the prices to like $1,000 each way, and then they can't come home. And then they're staying down there. They can quarantine themselves down there.
I do love. I'm a big time Southwest. I've got the credit card. I got all the things. I know. I game the system. I do all the things on Southwest. Every morning I wake up and it's a little email reminding me that fares are really cheap and I should go flying. And I'm like, I think that's socially irresponsible of you guys. I don't know.
Yeah, that's definitely how that's supposed to work.
Can't you book it for 6 months?
You're right. It's 6 months if we're saying that that's a safety time. You're right.
Well,
who the heck knows? I don't know.
Yeah, that is true.
Perhaps someone in Southwest didn't turn off the marketing emails. didn't turn off the scheduled emails, and they're just like, "Whoops, forgot to do that."
I feel like they're a little bit more buttoned up than that, but who knows?
I would hope. But you know what? It's 2020, and Kylie Jenner needs to save us all, so things are weird. On that note, use the open mic. Give us a call at 202-908-1288, and we'll be back in 3 minutes.
I feel like in the beginning of the week we're a lot of doom and gloom, and there is a lot, but there's also some really cool things going on. And I wanted to let you guys know I've already set an alarm on my phone for 3 p.m. today because Jimmy Fallon said, get out your cowbell. So that can be a pot or a pan and just bang it to all those people that are keeping us safe, the first responders, the staff and the nurses and the doctors at the hospitals, but just a way to kind of unite. So we'll see how this goes. 3 o'clock today, obviously 12 o'clock on the West Coast.
Kelly, I'm in. I'll join you on it. But I will say, though, because of the safe social distancing, I have been distanced from my cowbell because I got a cowbell, an actual cowbell, from the Best Buddies walk, but I left it at your house.
Oh,
so you have a purple.
great.
You have an actual purple cowbell in the house.
Oh,
you can
where
use
is
my
it?
cowbell. You know what? You can find it.
No, because I have a pile of your crap that you left here, so I will just rummage through all of our stuff and try to find it.
It was so you'd remember me.
Ugh.
I don't want to be forgotten. Not in your house for 5 days, or
Please.
goodness knows how many weeks we have ahead of us.
Please.
I think this could be a good thing for you guys. I'm thinking this could be good.
What,
A little social distancing.
Tommy and I?
Yeah.
This will be a record, like, I think 2 weeks or 3 weeks is our furthest time apart.
I think it's 3 weeks. It's our furthest time not seeing each other in 10 years. We have been getting a little codependent, so maybe this is all for the best.
I love that Laughlin chimes in because she's like, maybe this is a good thing. You two speak your own language. It's a little creepy being around you.
Yeah.
No, I just feel like in every point in a relationship, there's like always a point where like a little distance is a good thing. Then you come back and you're refreshed and you like each other again, and I think it's a good thing.
The problem is literally Tommy was in my ear all day yesterday. So we had the show, and then we had conference call after conference call. We did a couple of interviews. So I don't know how much. I mean, I have not seen his face, but he's in my ear.
Well, that might be worse. I don't know.
I think what you're both saying is you miss me.
If that's what you want to believe, Tommy.
That's what I'm hearing, at least. I don't know if that's what you meant to say, but I miss you too. You're welcome.
Okay. Well, we haven't talked about the Royals in a while because, they did the whole Megxit and no longer being a part of what's going on. But a couple things are happening with the Royals, and I want to just take a second of how the coronavirus is affecting them. First, Prince Albert in Monaco is the first head of state to have COVID-19 and be.
Is he in a can?
Prince Albert in a can. Is that a joke? I'm supposed
Isn't that
to
a
get?
thing? Is Prince Albert in the can? Let him out. It's an old school prank call. No, just me. All right, great. Yeah, we'll edit that out for the replay. Forget about it.
Okay. And she's Tommy. And then Princess Beatrice had to cancel her wedding or postpone her wedding because they were going to have a big old royal celebrity thing in May, and that's been postponed. And then Prince Harry, from presumably his secret location in Canada, he looks like a hostage, but I guess we're all getting used to these videos of being kind of just very bizarre, posted a video about the Invictus Games, which of course is something he's so passionate about and has really grown over the last couple of years. He came out with the news yesterday that they are going to postpone it until next year.
The good thing is you have an extra to maintain that focus. This is a focus that so many of you need. For all of you, for your families and everybody else involved in these games. I know how disappointed you must all be. This is a focus that so many of you need. I would encourage you to maintain that focus as best you can. The good thing is you have an extra 12 or so months to be even fitter, to get even fitter than you already are.
And the video goes on for like another 2 minutes. It got a little preachy for me, but I hear you, Prince Harry. I hear you, and I appreciate you. But, I don't know. It just didn't sit well with me. And I was also hoping for a cameo of Meghan. Just saying.
Yeah, and you're also not big on, like, celebrity advice these days.
I think it could be a little preachy as they're sitting in their multi-million-dollar home and basically having anything and everything they possibly could need. But I guess they're struggling too.
Well, I feel like with all of these videos, they all just look so scripted, right? Or like it's like, okay, someone's got to send a video, so you send it, and like everybody's just sending the same message over and over.
Yeah.
But it's just like at a certain point, I just feel like we're kind of like tuning them out.
Yes.
Because it's the same thing, and yes, okay, something else got canceled. Okay, yes, like it's the new normal, and it's I don't know, like I hear that, and I'm like, okay, I really didn't hear anything, right? Just because it's like. Because it's like the new normal, right? Like it's just, and it's like, okay, something else got canceled and someone else is going to send a message and they're going to take a selfie of them in their house and they're going to look all sad, but say, be positive, people. I just feel like all these messages are it's just the same. It's just like, I'm not hearing anything anymore.
I think that's very well said. It's just, there is a tune out rate.
You know what celebrity made an awesome message? And I didn't grab the audio of it. We maybe do it tomorrow. But on her IGTV.
We're not doing a show tomorrow, Tommy.
Kelly needs her
That's
distance.
awesome. Got the tomorrow off. I forgot about that. It is Saturday. I forgot what day it was. It's you never know. Maybe I'll just hop on and like freestyle a little bit tomorrow. Kelly Clarkson on her IGTV was like, "Hi y'all, my family's in a cabin in Montana. We're in the woods by ourselves." I'm like, you know what, Kelly Clarkson, way to doomsday prep it. Way to go. Things got weird, and she got her kids, and she's like, "We're going to a cabin. We're out. I'll see you guys in a couple weeks."
But to Courtney's point, that doesn't do it for me either. It's like, okay, you have the resources to pack up your family, presumably like have lots of resources up and wherever you are in Montana.
Totally.
Right.
You know,
Totally. I'm sure she flew a private jet, and her cabin is next to like, who's the rich guy who was in the Montana stuff? Not Tom Brokaw. The
I
other
was just
one.
about to say Tom Brokaw or Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett. Yeah,
He's
I'm sure
Nebraska.
she's like Warren Buffett. What's all? I mean, sure, great.
And I'm sure she has like an endless supply of toilet paper and resources and food and all the
absolutely.
alcohol and everything.
I've got my husband in studio with me. He said it was Ted Turner that you might be thinking of.
Ted Turner, that's who it was. Thank you, Stedman. I appreciate it. Do you guys also want to know the history of the Prince Albert joke, or are we beyond that?
Really? We're coming back to your joke that flopped. You can't get over it.
I'm trying to get to a segment here, Tommy, and you're like doing a great transition, and I can't because you keep going on these tangents. Gosh, Kelly, I finally know what it's like to be in your shoes. Oh my gosh.
I so appreciate that.
Speaking of royalty, go ahead, Courtney.
Wait. I need to play her.
Okay, well, we were talking about one type of royalty, Prince Harry. Let's talk about my royalty and topic that I want to get to. And we talked about kind of fitness and training and the Invicta Games being canceled. And I kind of want to know what you guys, if you guys at home are listening, have some interesting fitness or physical activities that you've been doing, because I've been seeing a lot of different things on the internet. And Tommy, you actually had sent us an article that said in California, they're recommending that people kind of get outside, go take a walk, take a hike. DC is running a rental cycle bike program, actually, where you can rent a bike or a cycle bike in your home, which is awesome. Yeah, so just really cool things. And then, of course, I got to bring it back to hockey. And I actually saw a video yesterday of a hockey player was using his dog as a weight to do some lunges. Now, I will have to say, Kelly, the dog was much bigger than yours. So
My 5-pound dog.
I don't know if Lola would quite make the fit in terms of using her as a weight, maybe as like an arm curl.
Well, what about my teenage daughter? I think she's I don't want to reveal her weight, but you know, she's at least over 60 pounds.
You could totally. I mean, if you can squat that, that's impressive. So I don't know. So if anybody has any interesting things that they're doing to stay fit and active, what are you guys doing?
Courtney, how did he squat his dog? Did he like have the dog over his shoulders like Jesus Lamb style and like do it that way, or was he like holding it in front?
Yeah, so basically he was holding him in front, and like this was a big dog, and he was doing lunges. So he was doing just like 1 foot lunges, like single leg lunges, and he literally just had his dog like in his arms carrying him.
Oh,
I've got my 50-pound dog. I could try that with Kotak.
Would he like be okay with that though, or would he like freak out?
I don't know. I'm gonna try. He's in the studio with me. You'll see it on the video.
I love how he does everything in real time. He's got an attention span of a fly.
Kelly, what are you doing to stay active?
I'm really lucky. I've got a Peloton, and I've had one for 4 years now, and we're all using it. My stepdaughters, my kids, my husband, and then we go for a daily walk. There's a lot of cherry blossom trees that are blossoming in our neighborhood, so that's been kind of nice to do that. It is weird going for a walk because there's so many people out and about and walking, especially now that the weather's nice. But what's the etiquette when you're walking down a sidewalk to keep your social distance?
Oh, yeah. What do you do?
Yeah. What have you been doing, Court?
So my parents have a Peloton, but this brings up a really interesting question and point to me. Do you guys have to schedule out the Peloton with that many people? Because I'm finding with just me, my dad, my brother, and my mom, like we all need, like we have to have a schedule of who's riding when.
Totally. Yes. And
do you have a spreadsheet?
No, I don't have a spreadsheet. I do have a spreadsheet for chores and our dinner plans, but not for the Peloton. That's a good idea, though. I will add that to the spreadsheet list.
Because it's like, oh my gosh, I'm getting ready to go ride the Peloton. Nope, my dad's going down to the basement. He's riding. And then it's just like, well, that just put my whole day out of whack because I was planning to ride at whatever time.
You need routines, people. We need routines in this day and age.
Also, are you cleaning your Peloton in between rides? Because that could be a germ fest.
Yeah.
Tommy, how's the dog thing going?
Good. I got like 6 dog squats in before he looked like he didn't want to do it anymore.
Front squats?
What squats?
Like front squats, where like you hold it in the front? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Made it happen. Yesterday, I went for that, like, California take a hike, and I was like, I'm going to go for a little jog. I didn't realize how much I needed to work out because 10 miles later, I got home.
Tommy, it's only been a couple days since you haven't been to the gym. It's not like it's been a month.
No, but I just needed to get out of my house. You've met me, right?
Yes.
And so today, my legs are like super tight. I'm just sort of like waddling around the house. It's pretty terrible.
Wait, you went for a 10-mile run?
A jog run. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of just Forrest Gumped it. It just started, and it just didn't stop. And the next thing I know, I looked at my watch, and my watch was like, "You've broken all of your records." And I was like, "Well, that's great. Thanks, iWatch." You know what has been nice, though? The same dog that I was just squatting, Kotak, has a lot of anxiety issues. He's, like, terrible outside. Noises, everything scares him. Because it's been quiet in our neighborhood, I've been able to actually, like, take him for a walk, and we like sat outside and I gave him treats. And so this whole thing, I might be able to like get him out of his like scared shell of everything and train him a little bit. So that could be a silver lining
until they all start coming back. And he's like, "What happened?"
Could you do arm curls with each dog?
I could do arm curls with the little dog, probably not the big dog.
Yeah, because he's kind of like big and floppy.
Of like, there's so many creative ways and things that people can do with exercise if you don't have like a ton of exercise equipment at your home.
Well, we had Erin Washington on, who wrote the book Squats and Margaritas, and she was talking about like bench pressing your children.
Yeah,
and it's like an actual like,
yes.
Yeah, well, right.
Not your teenager. I'm trying to like lift up my teenager. I don't know what would happen.
Kelly, if you want to set TikTok on fire.
Yeah, I would set TikTok on fire. Yeah, I'll give it a try. See how that goes.
I think you should be like, "Hey, Case, I want you to lay flat as a board. Mom's going to bench press you, and we're going to be a TikTok sensation."
And then Mom's back's going to be blown out. It'd be amazing.
And she'll be dancing at the chiropractor.
But to Courtney's point, like, leave us an open mic. Give us a call. We've got our studio lines here. I'm manning the phones. My husband's in with us, and we'd love to hear from you and how you're staying sane and what's your workout regimen. 202-908-1288.
To become a reading partner today.
When your kid forgot they had to bring in 5 dozen peanut and gluten-free cupcakes to school this morning, by the way, yeah, we're with you.
Live from DC, this is The Tommy Show.
Hey everybody, it's Courtney Laughlin, and we were just talking about how people are staying active during this social distancing time, and we're obviously social distancing. I'm hanging out in my Crofton basement. You guys there? Kelly, you there?
I am here manning the board. I've got my husband in with me.
Tommy, you're there. I know you just did some physical activity.
I am here. Just got done squatting my dogs.
Are you hydrating?
Yeah, I'm hydrating with a lot of coffee. I went to a local restaurant yesterday, Farmers and Distillers, who let you take carry-out food, and I got some carry-out coffee.
And
supporting
margaritas.
the local economy.
Didn't you get...
And a vat of margaritas, absolutely.
I think that's more important than the coffee.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I mean, is it time to have one yet? I
No.
got a little extra.
No.
Okay.
Oh, okay, it's not even 8. Tommy,
All right, well.
what's I know you just did some squats, but maybe you should
All
eat
right.
something first. I don't know.
Sounds like you guys are being judgmental of my lifestyle.
All right, well, we were just talking about the ways that people are kind of staying active during social distancing. And something else that I want to talk about during this social distancing time, I feel like I wanted to start dating at the worst time possible. I know a couple shows back, we were talking about, oh my gosh, this Bumble guy, talking to this guy on Bumble. Well, it's been crickets, basically, on online dating. And so one of the things that was trending on social media yesterday was social distancing pickup lines, because during this time, it's hard to find love. It's hard to get out there and date. And so I would say my dating love life is a little dry right now. So I don't know if I should pick up or use some of these pickup lines. So I wanted to read you guys a couple. Are you a pandemic? Because you've got my heart on lockdown.
That's not a thing. Stop it.
What do you mean?
Rachel, what do you think about that one, little fox?
I think that's hilarious.
Okay. All right.
I'm on board.
You're on board, okay? Because
I love that one.
little
Hashtag
fox is single and to mingle too. So.
Okay, Rachel, would you use that one? I would.
I don't know if I'd use that one, but I would definitely use the next one you've got listed here.
Okay, so let's go to the next one. You can't spell quarantine without U-R-A-Q-T.
A QT, like the letters QT, but it sounds like cutie, like cutie pie.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
You can't spell quarantine without U-R-A-Q-T.
That
cute.
is a true fact.
But I mean, it's not an order, but...
Yeah, that's true. That's cute.
But I guess you can't spell it without those letters.
It's an anagram, right? A homonym. No, homonym is the same but sounds differently. It's an anagram. No. What's the one that you take the letters and you can jumble it? I think it's an anagram. Little Fox, you're the most recently in college.
But it's not all the letters. But it's not all the letters. It's only a couple.
Oh. Some of the letters?
It would spell it would spell court. Court. Not Courtney, but like court as the measuring unit.
Actually, you want to hear something really funny? So I used to have this friend in college that he would spell my name. He would text me and he'd be like Q-U-A-R-T-N-I-E. Courtney.
Oh.
That's cute.
I guess so.
What's he doing these days? Maybe he's single.
He lives in Canada. It won't work because the borders are closed. So
for now. In theory, they'll open back up. Fingers crossed.
Honestly, this is a terrible time to date. It's the worst. And I can't believe that I started to get back out there right when this sort of happened.
But just think how eager everyone's going to be once this whole thing is over. It's going to be
That's true.
It's going to be insane. People are going to be very, very needy. If you know what I mean.
Corona baby boom.
Yeah.
I feel like that might already be happening. I don't know.
Yeah, I think a lot of babies are being born, or a lot of people are thinking about divorce. One or the other.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later in the show. As a matter of fact, Kelly has a divorce expert on speed dial.
All right, so one more, and I don't know if anybody has any that they would like to share or to help me figure out what to say to some of these Bumble people, although I'm not matching with a lot of people right now. Since all the public libraries are closed, I'm checking you out instead.
That's cute.
That's stupid.
Little Fox. That does it for Little Fox, you know? There's a line for everybody.
I mean, Tommy, I don't know if you remember this, but when we were out hanging out a couple weeks ago before all this quarantine social distancing nonsense.
Oh, on that fateful night? Yes.
We were talking about keeping track of things that I would say to Bumble profiles and their success rates.
Yes.
So I don't know, maybe I should give some of these a try and figure out okay, this has a 50% success rate of a guy messaging me back.
I like that.
I like that.
You can put it in your spreadsheet, which we still need to have a lesson about that.
But the problem is that I'm not getting very good prospects or candidates right now. But I could do an experiment.
I was wondering that because Kelly and I are married. And we don't obviously get on dating apps, but is the traffic crazy right now and everyone's just sort of trying to strike up online conversations, or is it just dead ski, or is it a lot of conversations but just not quality candidates?
I have nothing.
I've heard it's pretty dead. I think that's not gonna, I think in a couple weeks there'll be an uptick when people are just okay, yeah, now I'm really bored.
How did Meghan Markle find Prince Harry? Maybe we can go with a hockey royalty way. Was that arranged by a friend or what? Are you counting Kelly and me to find him?
Okay, well, he's real royalty. Lives in a castle. I do not live in a castle.
Wait, you don't live in a castle? I thought there was a castle, a Laughlin Castle in Crofton, Maryland.
No. Unfortunately, there is no castle.
Oh, way to ruin it for us.
Spoiler alert, sorry.
These social distance hashtags are pretty great, Courtney. I've been checking it out. I'm just a girl standing 6 feet from a boy, asking you to maybe stand back another foot. Thanks.
Oh, wait, I missed that one.
That's really cute.
This is awesome. Maybe a little insensitive, but also pretty awesome. for those small businesses who have taken us up on the offer for free airtime. You're hearing their commercials, and we're trying to support local business as much as we can on TommyShow.com/airtime. Courtney, Laughlin in the Crofton Bureau. Are you there?
Hi, I'm here.
Hi, little fox. Are you in Olney?
I am.
And back around the Beltway to Kelly in Northwest by the Cathedral. How goes it?
I am here. I'm manning the board. I've got my husband in with me. It's a family affair at this point. It's pretty cool that we were able to do this. We're hitting all 3 of the DMV, as they say. Well, we don't have Virginia.
We need a V.
But you know what? Georgetown is kind of part of Arlington, so I'm close enough to that. So let's just say we have it.
If anything, Arlington was part of D.C. for a while, so no, I don't think.
You know what? The rules have changed now. Okay,
we need a V. Can someone call us from the V? 202-908-1288.
We actually have someone from the V. Do you want me to play that open mic?
Oh, that's right, because we were talking about toilet paper earlier, and we're also talking about kids going outside and social distancing. I think we have 2 Vs checking in, as a matter of fact.
All right.
Good morning, everyone. This is Jen. I just wanted to chime in about how we're staying active here. So in my county, in Prince William County, they have pretty much shut down all of the recreational parks. And I have 3 little kids, so I'm like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? So it has been a lot of walks. Where I live, we have like a nice little lake that we can walk around, but everyone is outside, which is great, but also, yeah, you have trouble like, uh-oh, how close do I get to this person when I'm walking by them? So yeah, that's what we've been doing. Lots and lots of walking. Take care, guys.
Bye, Jen.
So Prince William County, that's in the V.
That's in the V. There you go. Nailed it. Nailed it. And you can call us anytime on 202-908-1288, or you can use the open mic button if you want to get involved. You guys, everything is canceled. There's a lot of things being closed, but one that really struck me as strange and shocking and a little sad is Tyra Banks's amusement park. The opening has been postponed. In other news, Tyra Banks has an amusement park. And I spent a lot of time yesterday on the Google to figure out what in the world was happening here.
Where is it?
It's
California.
Model Land is what it's called. Yeah, it's in California. And check out just the teaser for Tyra Banks' amusement park.
Fantasy, photo shoots, and runways, storytelling and theater. A place that celebrates beauty and you. And is not a movement, it's a revolution, an uprising. From this day forward, I will embrace my big, beautiful, bold, round, funky, and.
I don't even know what all those things were, but I want to go to there at some point when this coronavirus is over because it sounds like a hell of a place.
Yeah, I'm good. You go first.
Courtney, you want to come with me to Model Land?
No, I do not.
You guys, every hallway is a runway. Get involved. That should be like a motto for life.
I get what she's trying to do, and she even came out and said that she's trying to bring modeling to the masses. But like, have you read any of this stuff? You can do like a photo shoot for $1,500.
What?
Like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to have a hard pass on that. Sorry.
Well, I mean that part sounds a little unattainable. Maybe we can have like a more like pedestrian Model Land here.
General admission starts at $59.
Totally. Like we'll get some land over by the new Audi Park, and Audi Stadium, and we'll be like, hey, we got our friend who's got a camera. She'll take your picture, and Kelly will be all sassy about your clothes from Rent the Runway, and we'll go from there.
I don't know. I just don't know if I like what is the purpose of it? What is its message? Its message is it to say modeling is okay, or what are also the models gonna look? Is it gonna be like her movie, Life Size, like where there's like mannequins?
She has a movie?
Like
she has a movie.
You never seen Life Size?
Okay, now this is where Tommy and I get ganged up on.
Hang on.
All right, little fox, Courtney, the floor is yours.
Wait a second, Tommy, you've never seen it either?
No.
Oh my gosh, she's a mannequin and she comes to life, so it's like life size. That's why it's called Life Size.
There was a movie about that in the 80s, and it was called Mannequin. But okay.
Was there?
Yes, it was. Kim Cattrall was in it from Sex and the City. Was the mannequin? So I guess this is an updated version. All right, continue.
I mean,
that's it.
That's kind of it.
Yeah. She's the mannequin. She comes to life. Hilarity ensues. Yes,
Wait,
little fox.
Actually, it's Lindsay Lohan. She has this Barbie doll, and
see, that's it. Yes, she's a Barbie. Yes.
She's a Barbie. She like makes a wish or something. I think Lindsay Lohan lost her mother or something, and this doll comes to life and kind of starts filling that older sister, motherly type role in her life.
Huh.
See, that's how you know it, Little Fox. It's a Disney movie.
It is a Disney movie. It's Lindsay Lohan and Tyra Banks.
Okay.
Hey, speaking of parks, speaking of parks that make no sense, what's the whole idea behind Disney World? To go give your money to a mouse? I mean, if we're talking about parks not making any sense, no theme parks make sense.
But modeling, like, what kind of message are you like telling these people or girls or whatever that are going there? That I don't know.
The video, just because we're in an audio format, the video shows women of all different body types, so
Yes.
it does seem to be inclusive in that way.
Find your
Still not
power.
sold.
Be all fierce.
Okay, well,
All the things. All right, that's fine. How about this? We can all agree on this. Sephora, the makeup brand. I don't know why clearly my Google feed is a little weird these days. Sephora, the makeup company and the store, has chosen a young woman with an intellectual disability to be one of the new faces of Sephora. This is awesome.
Some days they stare at me because I have a disability, but it doesn't bring me down. It's just like me, I guess. It's my funny, lovable self.
it's awesome. It's really cool. Well, I think you're finding more and more brands that are doing stuff like that. And it sounds like I lost everybody. Little Fox, are you still
I'm
there?
here.
Oh,
I'm here. I was just thinking. I was thinking about.
well, you can't do that these days. No thinking, because I can't see your beautiful face. And I'm like, is everybody there? Little Fox, I see her on the line. It looks like we lost Tommy, though. So we will continue.
I'm here. I was just thinking too.
No, you weren't.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what, Kelly? You don't want Courtney and me thinking, so maybe we should just go to Model Land.
Okay, please do.
Wait, how did I get?
Here's something you like. Here's something that makes you crazy. Push the Call Us button now to talk live to Kelly and Tommy. The Tommy Show is back in less than 2 minutes.